Hi guys, in this video I'm going to talk about online classes and the pros and cons of taking them and my experience taking them. There are two types of online classes, and those are the ones that are completely online, and the second type is hybrid classes. The hybrid class is going to be partly online and partly in person, and instead of 2 to 3 times a week, you would meet once a week. I have had both types of classes, online and hybrid classes, before. A few years ago, I took a hybrid class for an honors course for Introduction to Sociology. And last semester, I took a leadership and agriculture class completely online. And I'm taking summer classes right now that are completely online. For my sociology class, we met once a week for 55 minutes, and the teacher would kind of summarize the chapter, and then at the end of the class she would remind us of upcoming assignments that we had to turn in, or she would give us a handout of a assignment we would have to do. For the class, she would really, again, just summarize like the chapter or go over the main points of it. It really was not a long class at all, and it was only once a week, and then we had to turn in everything online. We did have a book, and all the test material and assignment material came from that book. So she would also post PowerPoints related to the book on the online class, and all of our tests and quizzes and assignments were online. We didn't turn in anything in person or anything. My leadership and agriculture class was completely online, and every week we would have 1 or 2 short answer assignment, and we would have to do discussion over the chapter we were learning about. Usually for me, the short answer questions were about a page long each, and again, it was like once or twice a week. I usually did it at the beginning of the week to just get it out of the way, and they were really due at the end of the week. Everything was online except for my book. My book I had in person. Everything else was online. All my tests, exams, quizzes, all online. I think the biggest difference between that class and my hybrid class was the only time you got a reminder to turn anything in was for your exam. He never emailed us, assignments were due Friday, don't forget to do your assignment. It was just only the exams he would send out a reminder, make sure you do this, it's coming up, you have this amount of time, and it's only for this day that it's open. So I am currently taking 2 online classes right now, and that's chemistry and an animal health and science class. For my chemistry class, there's due dates, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There's due dates every week. You really have to be like on the ball with my chemistry class. For my animal science class, it's completely different. It is, everything's open, and the due dates are either the beginning of next month or the beginning of August. So I can do it at whatever speed I want to do it at. If I want to save it all for the end of the month to do it, I could. I don't. Bad idea. Right now, since everything's open, I can just go ahead and just do a bunch of assignments at once, get ahead, and then I can have the rest of the week to work on my chemistry homework, which is more, I have a whole lot more to do. So, the pros and cons of online classes. The pros would be like, if you like to work by yourself, online classes are pretty great for that, because you don't have to do any group assignments. You might have to do presentations still, upload it to YouTube and your classmates have to watch it, but you never have to do any group assignments. So if you like to work on your own individually, I think that's a good pro to have. You can work on your own time. For me, when I had my leadership to ag class last semester, I always worked in between classes, or I would work during lunch on it, or I'd work, right before I'd go to bed. I'd work a little bit on it every night. For my animal health and science class now, I usually do it on the weekends in between my work shifts. So I'd work a little bit, then I get a bunch done in my class, and then work again. And that's how I get so caught up. I just spend that whole break just working on my animal science class, and then I get really ahead on it. So working on your own time whenever you want to, that's a pro. And you don't really have to go to a class, so you don't have to worry about adding another class time to your schedule. Some cons is you don't really get to meet anyone. You can email your teacher, and if you need help and you want to ask classmates, you can do that, but you don't really get to see anyone in person unless you have a hybrid class. And you don't have anyone to remind you, so if you're not really an organized person and you get kind of lazy with schoolwork or assignments, online classes might not be the best for you. You really have to take responsibility and get organized yourself and figure out every single thing that's due, get on every day or every other day to make sure everything's good, you don't have anything due or anything to turn in. You can't forget. You can't just forget about it and say, I'll just do it the next day and then forget about it again. That won't really work. You can't get lazy. You can't really procrastinate. And that's it. That's all I got. So, for me personally, I'm a pretty organized person. Online classes are fine with me. I like taking in-person classes just because I like being able to see people and meeting people. But you can email your teacher. I feel like there's some people out there who takes an online class who thinks maybe they can't email their teacher or go to their office during school and talk about it. You definitely can. They always give you their email. Sometimes they give you their number and they'll give you their office hours. So you can definitely go to your teacher if you have trouble with your online classes, and it's no problem. You can also get on the students in the classes information. For Austin Peay, we use D2L, and it gives you a list of all the kids in the class, and you can message them if you don't want to message your teacher and ask for help. So you can still ask for help. It will just be online, or if your teacher has office hours, you can go to their office. So that's all I got. Bye.